I'm ready for number 2, Brian. Bring it.
Here it is. Lust versus love. Lust versus love. Can I start?
Yeah.
Crew Nation, listen carefully, please, because this is not complex at all. But you've got to listen with open ears. You can fall in love with people, with a dog, with plans you make, with dreams you have and goals you keep, and you can fall in love with the hope of all of those dreams and goals and plans working for you. That's called lust. Because love is when you are willing to do the work necessary to make them all happen. I fell in love with Carrie. Falling in love is easy. You look at Meatball's face, pretty simple to fall in love with that dog.
Sure.
Really easy to create goals and dreams and plans for our deepest ambitions to come true. Easy. And that's called lust. Because what you don't see is behind the doors, Carrie and I have fought through some really challenging circumstances together. Court battles, immigration battles, near bankruptcy.
Not to mention our own relational stuff.
Our own relational stuff. And that's a day-by-day gut check. When we say court battles, better yet, when we say immigration, I already told you the story at the beginning of this episode. So we said immigration, August 10th through October 31st. It's 3 months. Every hour of every day. Factor that in for 1 second, though. You say 3 months, and the gut reaction is, ooh, that's tough. Now factor in every hour of every day for 3 months, not seeing your wife or your kids. Day by day. Meatball's adorable, man. Just put a little poster or a video of him snoring on Facebook. And, oh, look, I wish I had that dog. Yeah. Except he pees sometimes in his cage. And he shits on the bed every once in a while. And he barks when he should be sleeping. And he bites cords because someone didn't notice he was over there. Day by day, you train the dog. That's love. Day by day, you build a relationship. That's love. Day by day, you work at your goals. You don't just romanticize them. That's love. Day by day, you execute the plans you've been dreaming of. That's love. See the difference between love and lust? We fall in love very easily.
Yeah.
Pardon me. We fall in lust very easily and mistake it for love. And that's what we realized. Yesterday, we announced that in the next 4 years, we're going to be opening the doors to a beautiful Tuscan villa that will serve as our international headquarters, hosting retreats and live VCAPs, etc. Everybody got very excited about that. I'm like, oh my God, I want to live there. I'm going to move there. I can't wait to see it. Us too. But day by day, it's got to be built. Brick by brick, it has to be put together. Pro forma line by pro forma line, the bank needs to know that it can be paid for. See how easy it is to dream? We're going to open a villa. And I feel the surge. I'm excited. Oh my God, a villa. I can see it now in the green hills and in the babbling brooks and Meatball running after the goats and the clouds and the sun. I can see it. And then tomorrow comes, you got to start building it. And that dream goes from a beautiful, picturesque thing into, so what the fuck do I do first?
Right.
When you answer the question, what the fuck do I do first, and you keep answering and executing every single day, that's love.
Yeah.
That's not lust. And there's a massive difference. So I want to know before you go, because you have a lot to say. Are you understanding where I'm coming from, Crew Nation? I need to know. Because it's a topic that not enough people recognize. Do you see? I don't have a problem with quotes. I don't have a problem with Tony Robbins events. What I implore you to understand is that being at the Tony Robbins event is lust. It's loud and musical and energetic, and he's an amazing human being, and he's whirling us all up. But then you got to go home, and you got to execute, and that's love. That's not Tony Robbins' fault. That's not because his events are bad for you. Not at all. That quote by Gandhi is so amazing. That's lust. To live by it is love. Other comments? You guys see what I'm saying? I haven't read the comments yet.
Yeah, the comments are people loving the analogy,
Yeah.
day by day, moment by moment. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. So yeah, lots of.
You guys are getting this, right? Okay.
great
Do you want me to
comments
turn it
here.
over to you for a second there?
Yeah, so I think for me, I was thinking about this while you were talking, and for me, lust is all about immediate gratification.
Yes.
That is cloaked in the need to panic and react.
Sure.
Because we're, more often than not, lust is driven by some sort of pain or fear, right? It's driven
Oftentimes, yeah.
some sort of like deep desire to rid something or gain something from our life based on pain, right? And when I think about love, for me, that's all about really sinking into the journey,
Yes.
right? It's really, so again, we go back to that whole rhetoric thing, right? It's about the motivational quotes. It's not about like, I want this so bad right now because I'm in dire straits and I have no money, so I want to go get that job.
Manifest it.
Right? It's not about panicked reactions for me and immediate gratification. That's lust. For me, love is all about, you know what? No, I'm going to nurture this.
Yeah.
I'm going to nurture. And think about it. We accept that we have to nurture our children, but how much do we actually accept that we have to nurture our business? Nurture our
Right.
husband and our wife's relationship.
Exactly.
Nurture. Like, think about that, right? Nobody would challenge you on the fact that as a parent, you've got to nurture your child. And yet, when it comes to nurturing finances and nurturing our relationship and nurturing our fitness and nurturing all these things, we don't apply the same principle to that. So we just got to take what we apply here, so conditioned by society, and apply it to everything in your life and say, wait a second, am I doing that or am I not doing that?
Agreed.
Are you nurturing
Yeah.
and loving all the other parts of your life?
Absolutely. A couple of great comments. Not surprisingly, Michelle Adams points to the solution. Review your direction. Count your wins. Imagine your outcome and learn your language every single day. 100%.
Exactly.
Angie says, the quote is, the lust is the first step in action. I disagree wholly. The quotes in the Tony Robbins events and the big motivations don't actually lead to action for most people most of the time. It's cloaked that way. But does it lead to action? No, not usually. It leads to a surge of motivation. That's lust. It doesn't always or often even lead to action. If your experience is different, of course, that's you. But that's 25 years of us coaching people.
Yeah, and for me, I'm going to bring that back to the driver.
Yeah.
And we always talk about the driver
Really
matters,
important,
right?
yes.
So like when we are lusting after something, and that's what I was, talking about. When we lust, we're driven often by desire, fear, scarcity, etc., etc., etc.
Yes.
But you can be, maybe contrary to what popular belief is, you can be driven from the desire to want and grow.
Yes,
right.
of
It's
course.
it's one's desire and heavy and panicked, and the other one is pure
Yep.
and growth centric.
John Delancey times out perfectly here. Lust ebbs and flows. I agree. We get excited, we lose steam. We get motivated, it falls flat, right? How many times this month even have I been disillusioned or just tired, and the dream I have suddenly becomes less appealing? The love for what I want to build and the immense work I've invested in is what keeps it from shutting down. That's exactly right.
I agree.
I love the way that was phrased. Lust does ebb and flow.
Yeah.
Love doesn't.
Right.
Love is sustainable. We talked about romance, talk about business. Look at, we have built a $30,000 home studio. We're opening a massive facility in the next 4 years. We started a BCAP program. We're hosting retreats in Cyprus. These things are not done. These things take time and execution. You have to be in love with what you're doing to make it happen. You've got to build from love, not lust. And that, if I can say, is one of the biggest problems facing our society. We have become so wired to the quotes, to the big events, to the big motivational videos, to those, I see them everywhere on YouTube. Workout motivate. If you need a workout motivation video to get to the gym, you are ebbing and flowing. You are skating on very thin ice in terms of sustainability.
Yeah, and we talk.
That's the key, and that's the key.
You and I talk about this all the time. We've actually been questioned on this multiple times in the past, and the thing that comes to my mind right now is several years ago we did this thing called Lena Projects,
Yeah.
and it was.
Great
I'm not
points.
going to tell the whole story, but basically there was a young, teenager in one of those troubled kids programs.
Yep.
Whatever.
They're all great kids.
They're the most amazing children ever. But anyways, we ended up, getting her a camera. She wanted to be a photographer. We ended up buying her a camera. We did this whole thing. It was like national news coverage. It was amazing, right? And so we went home that night at the end of the night and went back to work.
Yeah.
And somebody said to us, I remember someone said to us, God, like, aren't you going to go out and celebrate? Like,
Yeah.
and we were like, and we hadn't even like, it's not like we weren't celebrating.
Sure.
We just weren't thinking about going out to celebrate. And
Right.
for us, I remember that day we had a conversation about, it's not about, look, life is going to ebb and flow, right? But where true growth happens is in neutrality. Because when you're down here, you have to climb back up to center or neutrality. And when you're up here on the high, you have a chance of falling, and then you have to pick yourself up again, right? Neutrality is where true growth happens.
Absolutely.
Neutrality is where consistency and simplicity, like J.J. Robertson mentioned, that's where that happens, right?
100%.
So that doesn't mean we don't have moments where we feel more thrilled and euphoric,
Of course.
etc.
Or overwhelmed and stressed.
Right. But
Yep.
we know how to find neutrality
Always.
in order to remain consistent in love.
Which I'm just going to go right now because that bridge was perfect into number 3.
Well, look at that.